Yo, what is going on? Happy Friday, my people. It's your man, Jay Swan, aka Black Swan, aka Black Gohan, aka the Black Super Saiyan. And like, man, yo, 25 years, man. 25 years ago, yo. I can't believe the album is 25 years old. And let's talk about it, man. Like, yo, Sean Corey Carter, aka Jay-Z, released his first album, Reasonable Doubt, back on June 25th, 1996. And man, yo, all I gotta say is like, yo, this album changed my life, and I'm gonna get into it, right? See, back in when I was 14 years old, going on 15, back in 2004, 2005. I'm a late bloomer, but I'm a hip-hop historian. Before the first complete album I listened to from Jay-Z was the Black Album. And I'm like, yo, this was like when Jay-Z was like, yo, he was like my favorite rapper. Like, yo, I thought he was the Michael Jordan or LeBron James of, like, you know, spitting rhymes. Like, he was the best. And like, I didn't listen to Reasonable Doubt at first. And then I was at FYE one day, and this was in Owens Mills Mall. Anybody knows where Owens Mills Mall used to be back in, like, you know, the people who live in Baltimore. FYE had Owens Mills Mall had a FYE, and I saw Reasonable Doubt, and it was like $14.99 with the red sticker. And, you know, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, let me get this album. And, like, you know, people been telling me, like, this is Jay-Z's best album, period. And, like, yeah, okay, let me check it out. And after the first listen, I was like, yo, this is like the early Jay-Z, like, you know, 22 Twos, you know, Dead Presidents. Like, those songs just blew me away. Like, lyrically, the content is still can't be matched. Like, it's so ahead of its time. Like, when he was saying, like, who won the betters that we don't test letters, stack chatters forever, living treasures, all the etceteras. With those first two bars right there, he said a lot. And I'm like, geez, this is like when lyrically Jay-Z was like super dexterous with his rhyme scheme, with the double entendres. And, you know, what I wish he would have did or would have done, you know, with the album was like add Dead Presidents of the first Dead Presidents. I love the second Dead Presidents, but the first Dead Presidents did it for me. When he said, I want money like Cosby, who wouldn't? And this kind of talk that make me think you probably ain't got no pudding. I'm like, jeez, that slick line right there, bro. You in the streets, nigga, get your moves, get your mail. Niggas is coasting on the SL, but can't post bail. Niggas are Rosa L, but scared to throw your toast swell. I was like, everything was all good just a week ago. About to start bitching, ain't you? Ready to start snitching, ain't you? I forgive you, weak ass. Hustle just ain't you. Besides all the fast cars, honey that shake their ass and bars. You know you wouldn't be involved with the underworld dealers, carriers, and Mac Millers, East Coast bodyers, West Coast cat pillars, little monkey niggas turn gorillas. Jeez, man. And like the Evils, oh my God. Like, that might be like one of my other favorite songs from Reasonable Doubt with Bring It On. And like the Evils, he was just storytelling on that. Like, it just can't be touched, man. And like Bring It On with Sauce Money and Jaz-O. I'm like, yo, Sauce Money said this one line that stuck out to me to this day, when he said, like, said we was garbage, so fuck college. Street scholars, names for scholars, when we coin phrases for dollars. That did it for me. That was it. And like Jaz-O smoked it, Jay-Z smoked it. Had Brooklyn Finest with Biggie. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, yo. I'm like, yo, I love that album to this day. I'm not gonna say it's Jay-Z's greatest album, because I still think Jay-Z's greatest album is The Blueprint and then the Black Album. They kind of like one and two. I like to switch it every time, but like, man, that whole album, Reasonable Doubt, I would say is Jay-Z's most dexterous, album he has ever created. And like musically he's gotten better, but as far as like the content, it just can't be touched, man. Like I know it didn't have like a big impact during that time period, because like, you know, Suge Knight had niggas selling 5 million records on Death Row. Biggie was still around. Nas dropped It Was Written. Then you had the Fugees and you had Outkast. But like, if the rap game was the NBA, Jay-Z would be Rookie of the Year back in 1996. It was just a great masterpiece, man. And like, it really changed my life as far as with the lyricism and the content. And like, it made me want to be an MC. It made me want to be a lyricist. It made me want to be a poet. It made me want to be a rapper. And like, if it wasn't for Reasonable Doubt, there would be no Jay Swan. I'm just saying right there, man. Be straight up with y'all. But like, yo, I'm, you know, telling you, like, if you are a rapper, if you are an artist, if you are a poet, and you're trying to, like, you know, study like the greats and like study to be greater, or like, you know, want to take the craft more serious, I suggest you listen to Reasonable Doubt. Besides, It Was Written by Nas, like lyrically, it just changed my life, man. It just changed it. Like, it made me more serious about lyricism. Like, geez, like, yo, the dude was cocky, you know, confident at the same time, and like, he had money, but at the same time, he had the approach of like, yo, I'm the best rapper in the world, for real. And like, man, that's Reasonable Doubt. That's my Reasonable Doubt story, bro. Like, for real. And like, yo, that's my story. And like, yo, happy birthday to Reasonable Doubt. 25 years, bro. 25 years. And like, man, whew, I might play this. I might play the album once I get off, you know, the phone with y'all, or the video or whatever. But like, man, I'm gonna play that album. I don't care. But like, yo, that's my Reasonable Doubt story. It's your man, Jay Swan. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. Y'all be safe. And I'm out. Peace.